All right, heading back out for another sit tonight. It's pretty chilly. It's great sitting weather. Oops, don't slide away on me. Great sitting weather, so I'm pretty excited. As you notice, I got the canoe on top, so taking a little boat ride. Going out in a decent little swamp, so I got a trolling motor, so there won't be much paddling, which is good. But yeah, hoping to set up in some oaks out on this island and you'll see what comes out. It's been a good spot for me in the past. I'm anxious to try it. The wind should be great. Alright, I made it out here. I took the canoe across this channel out here and pulled up to the bank. The water's really low. So I hunt this island a lot. And I've always gone way back to the other end of it, thinking that's where the deer would come from, but I always see fresh sign right where I come ashore. So I said, screw it. One of these days I'm gonna say here, today's that day, so give it a go. There's fresh sign right here. I'm in a white oak right now. I saw some acorns, some caps broken off, so I know the deer here. I gotta stop talking. This really good, but if a doe comes out, I will shoot her tonight. It'll be fun canoeing her back, so. Well, it was a good night. I saw one deer cross the marsh out here. You probably can't even see it, but one deer crossed the marsh, big doe, and then I had one behind me blow pretty good at. I really don't think it was me that he was blowing at, but it was a couple hundred yards away, so something clearly spooked him. Anyway, it was a good sit overall, beautiful, good wind, good sign. Yeah, just keep at it, having a blast. Here we go, September. How did I miss?
She's right behind us. I don't know if we have a second chance or not, but she's still right behind us. My heart was pounding so fast. I am so scared. This is not fun. She came over there and then moved right in front of us, out and back. I was so scared. She did a whole loop around us. She started over there, then moved right in front of us, then moved back, around. We're right off the highway. I know we're gonna shoot one tonight. I have a feeling. He's so mad at himself right now.
I can't believe you weren't filming.
I am now.
Well, folks, we had a perfect opportunity. I just shot right over the back of a doe at 25 yards.
You're unbelievable. I told you I would shoot for you if I can. You are unbelievable.
Stop filming me. I'm pissed. All right, another afternoon. Heading out for some deer hunting. Yeah, it was really cold this morning, but this afternoon's warmed right up. I'm surprised how warm it is. 60s right now, so it's hopefully gonna drop. Get a little bit of a walk in, so I wasn't really hoping for bright sunshine, but looks like that's what we're getting, so that's what I'm hunting. I feel good about this one. I felt good about all my sits this year, and I've seen deer every single time, so this will hopefully be no exception. Going solo today, Charlotte's staying home. This probably will be the day I shoot one, so we'll see coming up. It's really thick in here. I had to crawl my way in. Still got a ways to go, but taking a break. A lot of deer sign. Still a lot of green though. I don't know about my shot selection. But I basically just had to crawl through this. It opens up a little ways in here, so it's almost fall. Leaves are changing. Heard some geese. I am really tight to bedding right now, so I can't talk real loud. And I can't talk long. Set up between bedding and a big cut here and a nice transition line. It's just getting good. Hopefully, bigger deer will move now. All right, just finishing some logs in the journal here. To wrap up tonight's hunt, it was a great sit. I made made a little bit of noise going in, but thankfully it didn't appear to bother anybody because I think all told, I heard 4 deer. I saw 2 for sure. A doe and a skipper came through at 5 yards. It was great. And then at last light, I heard something a lot bigger come in, but it was just out of range and it went straight out into the cut. I never got a good look at it. And then I heard another one on the other side of me at last light as well. That was just a couple twigs snap and that was it. So it was, all in all, it was good. It felt good the whole night. So I was excited. Just trying to get some gear together now. So I've had 4 sits so far this year, and all of them have resulted in a deer sighting. So tomorrow we're going to do our first morning sit. Charlotte and I are going to go out, so we'll hopefully have a good time, see something. All right. How do you feel about this morning's hunt?
Cold.
Were you able to get up this morning on time? Is it still dark out?
Yes.
All right. Well, we're good then. Let's go.
Alright guys, I took Charlotte out this morning. It was 36 degrees when we left the house, but it's a perfect morning. It was calm, it felt good, everything was right, except for one thing. This girl can't sit in a stand for very long, even though I gave her an eye wound. Can you tell us what happened? As we were down on the ground, backing up, I wanted to wait 15 more minutes in the stand, and she didn't want to, so we got down. You want to tell them what happened?
And then, a nice spike comes walking out right in front of us, right over there.
How far away?
Was it 10 or 20 yards?
10 yards. Would it have came right in our open shooting lane? Right over there. It's a wide open shooting lane. So, we're gonna go home, have a little talk on the way home about toughing out tree stands in cold weather. Alright. Hey, did we have fun? I think we had fun. Next time, maybe. We'll get it done one of these times.
All right. Heading in up high on a ridge. I did some cyber scouting on it. I found this this buck bed that was up high, leaning up against a big hemlock tree a few weeks ago. So I'm going back there. I found like the nearest set of oaks just downhill from that, just out of sight. So I'm gonna try to set up there and get them coming out to the first oak tree. So I'm gonna have to be pretty quiet. I'm gonna set up within 80 yards of the bed, so I don't know how much film I'll get up there or not, so we'll see. But hopefully it pans out. I'm ready. All right, so I definitely got some explaining to do. I wasn't able to film one of the most epic hunts I've ever had, killing probably the best deer I've ever killed. I got into a situation where I couldn't set up my camera arm up there, and I was kind of in the wide open, so I had to conceal movement, and it just never worked out, and quite frankly, I didn't expect it to be a very active night. I filmed a couple deer on my phone that I'm sure I'll put in there. But you know, the hunt started out a while ago with me identifying a buck bed up high on the upper third of this ridge, and I knew there was no feeding up there, so I knew where he's bedded, and I knew he was coming downhill. So I went and scouted it out and found a set of oaks, the first producing oaks that I could find. And sure enough, there was some deer sign there. So I said, hey, you know, it's just one of those, you got to throw a stand at it type of thing. You're gonna win some but lose most. And I think it was like 5:45-ish. A fork horn came out and was feeding on the oaks, and it tried crossing in front of me. Ended up getting my wind. Really spooky. A doe came in. She ended up getting my wind and going back. No one ever busted, thankfully. I saw a big deer come in, and I went to pull up, and it was about 50 yards away. I went to pull up my binoculars to look, and I was shocked. I could see the whole set of horns from, 50, 60 yards away and how big they were. So I instantly put the binoculars back. I didn't need to see any more, and hoping they came my way. It took forever. Long story short, it took forever, but I'll be damned if that one big buck didn't come my way. And sure enough, there he was, broadside in my shooting lane. So I pulled back and let one fly, and I felt like I hit center mass. At this point, it was an hour, I think. I said, I gotta get down and check the arrow here, and see what I'm dealing with. The arrow was covered in blood, not lung blood, red blood. So instantly, as everyone should assume, a liver hit. I'm gonna try to leave it overnight. I wanted to make sure the sun got up, so it was like 7:45 or something like that. Got in there and went. Trailed it to where I last saw it and where that last bed was, just searching. So I'm standing on this rock, perched up, and well, I look over and you'll have to see what happens next. Well, as I mentioned, I wasn't able to do much recording last night. Sorry. I wasn't able to do much recording last night. What a hell of a set. Sit of a lifetime. Hanging hunt, kind of blind in here. Set up just below the third of the hill where I know there's some big buck bedding. And at last light, a few deer came in, a couple small bucks, and a couple does. And then at very last light, I saw a big tank coming in, and I didn't think he was going to give me a shot. And then he wheeled right under, right about 10 yards, 12 yards out, and I ended up finding him this morning. Time to get to work. It weighed 196, so it was just a huge September buck. Just enormous. So we got it back here and put it in the cooler, and I'll do some butchering this weekend, and bird season starts up, so maybe expect to see some of those videos. Till next time, see ya.